said, divorce, it's not an easy issue. It's not never an easy case, but it can be really painful, complicated, and sometimes it can become a tragedy. If you are a new immigrant or an old immigrant, and the spouse is Israeli, and you have children, one child, many children, and for reasons that we don't have control over, you just cannot take it anymore, you want a divorce, and you want to move back. Well, this is Israel, a democracy. Most probably, if the custody is with the other spouse and not a special custody, you can leave the country. Most probably you can leave the country and no problem. What you cannot do, you cannot take your children. Because your children is not yours. It's only yours in condition that your spouse is also his or hers. The meaning is, if you want to live Israel, you need or must have the permission of your spouse. Sometimes in complicated cases where children are considered special needs children or abused children, you have to have permission from the revacha, from the social worker. These cases are more complicated than ever. There are not many out there, but there are enough. And unfortunately, many of them involves new immigrants that made every mistake in earth. Now, in a divorce, as I told you, you cannot use your own knowledge, you have to use a lawyer. In the rabbinic court, you don't have to have a lawyer, you can have to'en rabbani, something like a lawyer. I will not go into details, but it can be done. Now, the separation of the money, the property, the child support part, the visitation rights part, all of these other cases in a divorce can be decided either in a rabbinic court or in a civil court. The jurisdiction is in both, but whoever opens the case first, the case will be decided in that court. So let's say that you went to the civil court and asked for visitation rights, custody, and alimony. Next day, the spouse went to the rabbinic court. Too late. The first one opened a civil case in a civil court, a civil case in a civil court. The case will be decided in that court. Only, remember the exception is the get. The get, the Jewish separation, it must be only in a rabbinic court. Now, if you have an agreement, and remember, this is the most important part. If you have an agreement, two things will happen. Fast and cheaper. The cost for lawyers, for sometimes you need opinions, whatever, will be very, very small. So I suggest, before you start the process, think about agreement. Agreement can be by your own work, you can reach an agreement, or using a mediator. Agreement is cheaper, faster, and the most important, does not harm the children or yourself as much as in a war. Good luck.